Welcome back to the weekly headlines. I'm Kevin Hart.
I'm Mike Wimmacher.
And let's get to the news. Mary Miller, also known as the embodiment of there's no such thing as bad publicity, is calling on the nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, to be fired over his nothing burger emails. Mrs. Hitler was right about one thing, didn't want any old schmo to replace him, however, and she will offer her own recommendation.
Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton, seen here auditioning for the new Addams Family spinoff Lurch Goes to Washington, wrote a letter to President Biden earlier this week expressing his concern about the possibility of China attempting to collect DNA of U.S. Olympic athletes at the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing. Cotton went on to say that the U.S. should boycott the Olympics unless the safety and security and privacy of our athletes is guaranteed. Yes, Tom, we want our athletes to be safe, but I highly doubt China's attempt for world domination involves building an army of super soldiers from athletes' urine samples.
Governor J.B. Pritzker has announced vaccinated people will be automatically entered into a regular drawing of up to $1 million. The All In for the Win lottery will allow you to have the chance to win some serious cash while also being protected against a deadly virus. I only hope when people show up to get their shot, the line isn't held up by someone with 8 lottery tickets slowly scratching them off and asking for a pack of American Spirits because they got less chemicals in them.
The Decatur celebration is now no more, as it was announced earlier this week that the celebration filed for bankruptcy. The yearly street festival began in 1986 and specialized in bringing in musical acts that were past their prime, like bringing in the Spin Doctors and Color Me Bad in 2012. And oh, by the way, also in 2012, they featured Billy Ocean. Wake up suddenly, and you're broke.
The long-anticipated movie version of Lin-Manuel Miranda's In the Heights was released to great fanfare and almost universal acclaim. There were, however, some detractors, while they enjoyed the movie, accused it of colorism not being diverse enough. Clueless Hollywood executives pretended to hear those concerns and have just announced a new cut of the movie with more white people digitally added in and a new musical number where Pat Boone sings La Cucaracha in a sombrero.
The NRCC announced this week that they'll begin soliciting cryptocurrency donations, making it the first National Party committee to do so. The NRCC is proud to lead the charge in accepting cryptocurrency campaign contributions. Representative Tom Emmer, the group's chair, said in a statement, the NRCC plans on taking everything from Dogecoin and Bitcoin to their favorite, the I don't care one bit Trump is still my president coin.
Instead of popular policies, Republicans have decided once again that suppressing the black vote is the best way to win elections. Just in time for Juneteenth, Senate Democrat, I think, Joe Manchin put forth some compromises he wanted with election reform, which were actually pretty popular with both Republicans and Democrats. But no, Mitch McConnell went and opened his jowls again and shot it down. I wouldn't be surprised if new Republican voting legislation just flat out doesn't allow Democrats to vote and had that Family Guy color card, except it says, okay to vote, not okay to vote.
Earlier this week, 21 House Republicans voted against awarding the Congressional Gold Medal to the police officers that defended the Capitol and those representatives on January 6. I'm beginning to think their slogan is Whose Lives Matter? Everyone's favorite gun and conspiracy theory aficionado, Marjorie Taylor Greene, says she voted against it due to the language in the legislation, saying she had issue with the language of the bill that referred to the Capitol complex as the Temple of American Democracy. This is not a temple, that's for sure, Greene said. Yes, Marjorie, temples are only reserved for housing Jewish space lasers. And those are your weekly headlines. I'm Mike Wimmacher.
I'm Kevin Hart.
And we are out of here.